we have on the one side, we've got the president's attorneys and the presidents with their 3 stories. Sarah Sanders has her own version. You mix them all up, maybe they come up with one. You've got on the other side Stormy Daniels, who was on Saturday Night Live last night, staying in front of the cameras, now a pop culture feature herself. Let's watch a portion of that performance.
Stormy, this is Michael Cohen. Are you alone?
Yes.
And what are you wearing?
Excuse me?
Okay, Michael, I can take it from here.
Okay, but as your attorney, I highly advise against you to...
So what up, girl?
Hello, Donald.
Come on, Stormy, stop making such a big deal about this. Everyone knows it's just an act.
I work in adult films. We're not really known for our acting.
Just tell me, what do you need for this to all go away?
A resignation?
Yeah, right. Being president is like doing porn. Once you do it, it's hard to do anything else.
So, Brian, it appears that the American people are not punishing the president for the actual alleged affair. So what's the impact of Stormy Daniels being on television on SNL? Is she having some impact here?
Well, she's become one of the most effective thorns in his side. When you think about some of the top opponents to Trump that get a lot of attention, there's some lawmakers, yeah, but it's actually people like Stormy Daniels and Michael Avenatti. Go figure, who thought we would have been here 60 months into the Trump presidency. I think what Rudy said, though, about the Stormy Daniels payment just doesn't add up. He said last night this payment would have been made whether Trump was running for president or not. But we all know this alleged affair happened more than a decade ago, and it was because Stormy Daniels was getting calls from media outlets and thinking about speaking out only a couple weeks before the campaign ended that she was paid at that time. So the idea that this would have happened, this payment would have been made regardless of the campaign, it just doesn't make sense. And if I can add one more point about Rudy.
Yeah.
You know, it's Stormy Daniels. Yeah, it's a sex scandal. It's a payment scandal. Fine. Rudy's also out there on national television talking about the Americans that are being held in North Korea. He has said repeatedly they're about to be released. On Thursday, he said they're being released today. And then they haven't been released yet, according to the U.S. government. Again last night, he said hopefully soon. Why is the president's personal lawyer on national television talking about a really critical, delicate national security matter? It just boggles the mind.
This was a conversation we had in the last hour. What's his job description? I mean, he was wrong, obviously, on Thursday, saying that the detainees would be released
today. Now, hopefully he'll be right this time. But God forbid this make the delicate situation any worse.
Mark, let me come to you for one final one and pick up what Brian said there. From the show last night, Giuliani went on to say, even if this was a campaign donation, the president reimbursed it fully with a payment of $35,000 a month to pay off that and other expenses. And he says that wouldn't be a violation either. Is that accurate?
Well, I think Rudy's just past his prime, quite honestly, and taking on the massive amount of information he had to absorb, he should have hushed up. He had an opportunity to sort of come on scene, maybe, and be a reasoned voice. What he said last night, to me, was more problematic. He came out and sort of doubled down and said, again, what he did, he would have done anyway. Incredibly untrue and coincidental if it was true. And then he said it was for this reason. It wasn't a campaign reason. It was a campaign reason. It was a retainer. I take retainers. You don't take retainers for other purposes and then come in afterwards and sort of sweep them all together and say, now it makes sense. You don't have an opportunity to do that. And my God, you never go on national TV and